and good day, mate. We're going to talk about an emu because they're from Australia. And I'm going to read you Edward the Emu by Sheena Knowles, illustrated by Rod Clement. And we are going to be drawing an emu with lots of personality. And this book is not only cute, but I love the illustrations. And if you can see the texture in here, this was done probably with colored pencils. Edward the Emu was sick of the zoo. There was nowhere to go, there was nothing to do, and compared to the seals that lived right next door, well, being an emu was frankly a bore. That night when the zookeeper went home to bed, Edward jumped from his pen and he laughed as he said, "The seals are best, anybody can tell, so tomorrow I'll just be a seal as well." The next morning at 9, when they opened the zoo, the seals were swimming, and Edward was too. He dived in the water and basked in the sun, and he balanced a ball on his beak, just for fun. Well, Edward was really enjoying the day, till he overheard someone behind the fence say, "Seals are always amusing, it's true, but the lion's the best thing to see at the zoo." So that night when the zookeepers went home to bed, Edward jumped from the pool and he smiled as he said, "The lion's the best anybody can tell, so tomorrow I'll just be a lion as well." The next morning at 9, when they opened the zoo, the lions were roaring and Edward was too. He snarled at the ladies and growled at the men. Life was certainly grand for a lion in his den. Well, Edward was having a wonderful day till a man in the crowd had the gumption to say, "The lion's a beast I shall always detest. The snakes are the things that I like to see best." Look at the lion's face all wrinkly. So that night when the zookeeper went home to bed, Edward crept from the cage and he grinned as he said, "If the snakes are the best thing, then that's what they say. Then tomorrow I'll just be a snake for the day." The next morning at 9, when they opened the zoo, the snakes were all hissing, and Edward was too. He slipped round the rocks. It was magic to see. Then he curled himself casually up round a tree. Well, Edward was just warming up for the day when he overheard one of the visitors say, "The snakes are impressive, I know that it's true, but the emu's by far the best thing at the zoo." "The emu," guessed Edward. "My goodness, that's me. I'm the thing that gentleman most likes to see. Not the seals, not the lions, the snakes, and the rest. It's Edward the emu he likes to see best." So that night when the zookeeper went home to bed, Edward slipped from the cage and he laughed as he said, "If the emu's the best, then that's easy then. Tomorrow I'm Edward the emu again." Edward ran to the place where he used to reside, but oh, what a shock when he clambered inside. He found himself suddenly come face to face with the emu they'd brought in to take Edward's place. The emus considered each other a while, then the new emu said with a shy little smile, "Hello, I'm Edwina. It's nice meeting you. You're the best thing I've seen since I came to the zoo." All right, we're going to draw some emus today. You're going to draw an emu with whatever personality you want. These are some images you'll be able to see. A simple one of a line drawing to get us started. So I love the personality of these, and that's the kind of the fun thing about the emu is the personality and these fun feathers, which you can change the colors however you want. So I'm going to start off with my beak shape. Now those are looking down here, and I'm going to start with the little hill part, and you can make this as high of a hill or low as you want. So I'm going to start off kind of low here, and then it's going to curve out. And if you want it to be a smile, you can kind of curve it up or you can curve it down. So I think I'll curve it down maybe like this one. Now this is tilted, so if I'd wanted to tilt it, you could if you want your emu to have a little tilt to its head. So I'm going to curve this down like that, and then I'm going to curve back up and go down and up. Kind of looks like a big nose. All right, so then I'm going to have the little line coming here across like that. Now I'm using Sharpie so you can see it really well, but of course I recommend that you use starting pencil so you can erase any mistakes. All right, there's the little nostrils. So now for the eyes, look, it almost looks like a big letter C, right? And they're on the side. They're about here and here. So I'm going to start off with that kind of round shape and then do the other side backwards. It's okay if they don't match perfectly. And I'm just going to round out those eyes like that. And then I just do a little circle on the inside, and you can leave, now they did not leave a little highlight, that little white circle, but I am going to do that. So I'm going to draw that in first, And then I'm going to color very carefully around that. And it really looks nicer if you take your time and make that solid. Now the feathers, you'll be able to add any kind of colors you want. Use whatever coloring material you have and really get the wispy feathers. But you can be creative with the colors. You don't have to do it realistic. Okay, so mine looks kind of nervous actually, where she looks annoyed. You can add those little feathers coming off the top and the back. The top and the bottom, I mean. He's funny, isn't he? Okay, so now I want to get kind of the shape of the head. So I'm just going to make some light lines here. And I really like the feathers on the top of his head. I'm going to use those. And maybe this is going to come up here a little bit. And then you've got the neck coming down. I'm just going very lightly. Then you can go in with your colored pencils or crayons. I think those would be best. And you can start adding your texture. So I'm going to use some teal and orange. And I'm just going to start with my little lines. And that's really all you're doing, is making lots of little lines. You can blend different colors together. And I want some real big ones coming off of here, big feathers, and coming off the side. And then with the neck, you're just going to have them kind of work your way down. That's kind of how you can see the texture here, is there the feathers would lay flat like that. So you can come in and add all kinds of fun colors that you like. And that's what you're doing, adding that texture over and over and over, and layering and layering and layering. And then you're done. Of course, you can add some kind of fun background. I think maybe I'll put polka dots in my background, but it is up to you. Good luck.